seem to want to flash and bash my internet cycles and everything else out here, man. I said, why are they doing it? Oh yeah, they doing it because I got another national executive order coming out today. Actually, it's probably actually posted already. Like I said, we want to color line blind and sneaking this extra stuff, man. I'm trying to see exactly where's this thing actually headed. Where it's headed on is buying more time. It's not completely open yet. Second off, unemployment is skyrocketed to 2 million. Missing the fact that COVID victims are still taking place. What else? Middle of whatever. We're in it. We're not in the middle of nothing. We in the pandemic. And second off, oh man. You're losing in so many ways. I can't hack your internet, but you can hack my internet. And like I said before, using your presidential powers to do presidential duties are just plain, how you call it? What's the word for it? I forgot the name of it. Don't mind me. I'm almost through with that one. But at the same time, it took me so long to try to get to the upload. I actually kind of lost the train of thought that I was actually going with, which is Juneteenth. It's not even a calendar date. Juneteenth. Like I thought it was 10th. I thought somebody was just trying to add that extra on it. Nah, it's Juneteenth. Nice try, America. That's why I said I had to come up with another national holiday again today, man. Executive orders. And second off, yeah, I understand you want all of this extra stuff and everything else. Open up the libraries and open up all of the, the public access to everything else. So you don't have all of these protesters and work from home bots out here, man. Bots, man. What part don't you get, America? I want to make you strong again. Strong. You looking real frail out here. Frail. Why? Because you doing frail-like things, which is destructing my internet when you pretty much control the internet. Slice erroneous little hands. And I said to myself, man, I'm not resorting to name calling because I already called you these names before. I just got accustomed to it. So I just added both of them together. Little hand slice or slice little hands. I gotta have some excitement through the trials of a local pandemic, right? Whoa there. What is that? Limited time stock binds. Limited times. It's like that battery. You know how you get the toys in the West End. It said for limited time only. Batteries not included. To live and die in it. But this is the thing, man. You have to accept the things that we cannot change, which is the pandemic, man. Yeah, I know you saying you got a cure for this and you got this and that and all of that, but you realizing in the long run that you gotta unfoil you some of the lies and lie a little bit more. And that's exactly where we headed at the current moment, because things are trying to stir you away from the things that you actually under, which is a pandemic, aka COVID. But like I said before, you want to put the screen, the bend, the curb, anything but solving the pandemic. Now, my suggestion seemed it may be a solution. My bad. I hope I don't get a copyright for that one. But pretty much, my solution is to actually finish off what you call it, the first act of the bills of for them people that didn't receive. And then second off, hold off on a second. Just hold off on a second. Because the first ones haven't, been settled yet. So hold off on the second one. And see if you can establish to open up businesses, companies, for their normal hours. Ooh, excuse me. For their normal hours. Because what you doing right now, the people ain't gonna say it to you. But they stuck in limbo, confusion. And doing things drastic to, dismantle others, man. When I told you, it's probably about a year or so ago, make that money machine, he looked at me kind of like, I don't know what he talking about. Yeah. And then, like I said, you give me Juneteenth. And then you tell me that I'm something that I don't claim to be, which is dictionarily, I'm not black. And like I told you before in my previous video, I don't think white people are white. So let's break it all down to the nit and the grit, and take color off the. That's gonna be my tomorrow executive order. To take color off of any list, and also prior things, because we're looking past the priors of the president, but we don't want to look past the priors of the civilians. So, that being said, I think that it's an injustice to people that automatically make mistakes, which is, I can't stop you from slipping and falling. I can't stop that. Neither would I want it to happen. But in this world that we live in, and the more and more I get an understanding that anything can happen and anything is possible. Like I seen a video where this whole ceiling collapsed. The whole ceiling collapsed, right? Like right there, but nothing hit the person that was underneath the ceiling. I said, well, can you predict? Can you measure? Can you? Nah, you can't do none of that. It was an accident. Oh man, I don't want just New Jersey news. I want the world news. So I gotta get it from where I get it from. Oh man. America, this slippery slope you're under. And shout out to the Juneteenth. It ain't a day out, but you know, in the future they'll be like, well, didn't you have something from the president or from 2020 that said free this and free that? But that's another explanation that I'm trying to get you is slavery was a mistake also. Oh man, how could you look at it any other way? So yeah, my executive order tomorrow is to eliminate all color boundaries from the world, period. It's only what your sexuality is. That's the only thing that matters. You gotta put that on the form right there. It's right there. Yeah. That's gonna be my executive order is to put your sexuality on your applications. Even though it's already on there anyway, but we're gonna eliminate the color boundaries between it all. Ooh. I get the goosebumps and chills and excitement from the work. Oh man, and I'm in every what you call it, civilizationable right to do so. But others want to change that writing and change it into something that it was from the previous situation. But like I said, the previous situation was a mistake. But what they say, what they say in the world, they say God don't make mistakes. Man, let me get into some of this news here. I said, well, gotta look at it as time. Coronavirus forecast researchers say Florida could become next outbreak epicenter. I mean, between New York and Florida, the world is at a pandemic, baby. The world. Not just you. Man. Now, can we call this a mistake? Absolutely. It's like I said, we didn't. I'm using the word we because the scientists that you're supposed to be dependent on didn't detect it in time before it could be an outbreak, a pandemic. Who knows? It could have came from Ebola. Or any other disease for that matter. But everyone has their own speculation because we have the freedom of speech. Man. And that's another executive order. It's that. Then again, I ain't gonna take that executive order back. Let it keep going, baby. Because it was put in there on purpose. Man. Nokomis. That's enough, man. Everything is tragedy. Where's the good news? Well, I mean, the good news is I do got that national holiday coming out tomorrow. And in order to get that, you probably have to look into my playlist. Oh, man. Nokomis, man, arrested for making threats, shooting Black Lives Matter protests. That's not a threat. That's an assault. That is. Excuse me. You flickering with my videos, man. When I'm burping and everything, man. I wasn't even paying attention there. But see, that's another thing. You got Zoom in calendars and dates and all this extra stuff, man. Algorithms to what your body type doing. Like you can predict that. I just give up. And then I said to myself, well, if you call this a threat, and he's shooting at people, no, that's attempted murder, baby. A killing spree, a terrorist act. But seeing as though he's a brighter complexion. I'm having so much fun with this. Please don't wake me up, man. I gotta pinch myself. It must be a dream. It must be a dream. And could you please stop photo framing my videos on a Friday, please? That's nice, man. Ooh. Because like I said, it took me almost a can of soda to get on the joint, man. That's expensive. Not real news. This from W Top. I don't know what that's at, but not real news abbreviations. A look at what didn't happen this week. I already said this before. You want to cover up what happened with what didn't happen. It happened, man. Now, how do we fix it? Is the question. Or do you even want to? Like I said, everyone in the world is bound to have a slip up and fall somehow. You call it wobbly ankles, it just happens. Coronavirus live news and updates. Man, it's been longer than you think that individuals have been getting sick. Now it's been 3 months since you done went under a COVID pandemic and a quarantine, and you gotta look at what's taking place. To me, it's beautiful. Oh, man. Navy upholds firing of carrier captain and holds up promotion of admiral because of handling of excuse me. ... Well, it's not too much information on that. There you go again. What is this? ABC News. All it has is a guy standing in the crowd with a mic and looking like he amping on, telling you to come on, bring it on. That's what he look like. But at the same time, during the times of pandemic, I ain't trying to bring nothing on. Mess around and do, you know what I mean? You end up sick. You know what I mean? No. Or even worse, it could be uncurable in some. Harris County will require workers to wear masks inside businesses. Man, You just need to come up with a policy, which is go in at your own risk. The president doing it with this rally he plan on throwing in the near future. So say what you want. This time's a pandemic. You already can't breathe. It's almost claustrophobic in a way. And you only been in it for 3 months. Just 3, not even, it's 2, and yeah, 3 months. You got longer to go, man. I know you can do it. I know you strong enough. Biden proves an exclusive target. Listen, I don't want to be no targets of you politicians, even though I already kind of abducted myself into that. And my internet shows that provingly. Because I spoke about it before I even got on the joint, man. As Biden proves an exclusive target added to Trump's frustration. Nah, I think at this point, like I said before, I'm giving off the ideas. They're just not being reciprocated fast enough. Because right at this point, like I said, I need time and you need time. So we in the same boat. Facebook says it took down Trump ads because they use Nazi symbols. Listen, a symbol is a symbol. You have the freedom of speech. The Confederate flag was once the original flag. And then, the war took up. They changed it a little bit. And I said, man, this is what you have to do to get change around here, huh? But I said, well, but then the change that I was looking forward to wasn't a force-fed change. It was more or less of understandable change. But even that is taken as a force-fed because it's coming from me. That's what's coming from. And I said, well, I'm excited about it. I'm intrigued and almost trying to put it all under one scope, but it just proves my point. Governor Ron DeSantis defends raising case numbers, says trends remain positive. Listen, one bad egg shouldn't destroy a whole flock. Just gotta throw the egg out, man. Oh, man. And then, like I said before, you don't want to reopen. What I'm trying to say is you reopen back to normal hours and post your sign. Go in at your own risk. Because that's your only outcome to get your currency back. Because you need it back. Well, it's just going to get what it is right now, and that's going to be the concept of the world. Less freedom and more pandemic. And I'm realizing that you politics, man, you don't want it to end. Well, you don't want it to end because 1 minute Florida was safe, New York wasn't. Now New York's safe and Florida not. Come on, man. It's like going to the used Western name, and he trying to sell you the hottest ride on there, but it ain't got no motor, no trans, none of that. It's all just empty. It's just a shell, a beautiful shell. And I'm excited about it all because the simple fact is I've adapted to it in a way. Like I said, I don't feel comfortable putting a mask on, going into places, but it's something I gotta do because I don't want to. What the lady did, she pulled the mask off and spit on somebody. I thought I was watching a human lizard, man. I said, whoa. And she didn't like spit from afar. She walked right up on. And I hope that lady that got spit on didn't catch anything, man. Ooh. And she had to come. You know how when it come from back there, right back. Oh man. Real estate news. 115 new townhomes coming to Anaheim. That was another thing. I said work on your infrastructure and all the rest of this stuff. Subsidize everything. Because you need to buy time to get back what it was taken. That's why I said you need to let this pandemic probably last for about 5 to 6, maybe 7 to 8. Or like I said, you could do it forever. You got the freedom of speech. You got to diagnose whatever you want to diagnose. You got the freedom to actually say what is, which is June 10th. Not June 10th, Juneteenth. Ah, man. But see, this is, like I said, planned in a way. But see, the plan isn't working to perfection. Now, would I say it's on purpose? Nah, I just say it was a mistake. With that being said, peace. I got to go.